You know, it's kind of hard to look at the camera on my phone without looking all over the screen, because I know y'all don't like me. I don't even like this video already. Hey, all right, I tried to burn like 4 screens. The 4th one is not up here. But I'm having issues because I burned this twice on the same screen, but I got some detailed letterings up here. Let me try to shine the light through it so you can see the detail in it. The type of text that I decided to use. That is not going through the screen as well as I would like. You know, I'm going to try to keep this video in 5 minutes, see if I can do it. So first I burned it on this 160 mesh right here. This is the result that I got. Excuse me. However, if you can see the text down here, did not come through that great. So I did some research. So I cleared that screen and decided to burn it on a 110 because that's what I normally use anyway. But the emulsion did not wash out at all. Now, before I go any further, I'm using go over here, this Ulano QTX pink emulsion, and the recommended time for it is 144 seconds on my setup. So that's what I typically do on all of my screen burns. But I went with this 110. You can see down here the letters came out better, but it's still not that great. And up here, it didn't wash out at all. So I did it again after more research and decided to go up to a 230 mesh. These are flip reverse because I don't want the screens rubbing against my table. On the 230 mesh, I mean, it looks great down there. It looks fine. But up here, it doesn't look that great. Now, I'm thinking that that's either because of what I use to wash the emulsion out. I'm not using a pressure washer. I'm not using my water hose. I'm using this little thing right here that you can get from Ace Hardware. I use this one thing. You can adjust the pressure on it. Of course, you got to pump it up to wash out all of this. And it works relatively well. Now, the last screen that I use is this one. I went back to a 160, which is the same one that was over here. But I lowered my time by 10 seconds. So instead of doing 144 seconds, I did 134 seconds, which is 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Yeah. That's what I... Okay, I can't see it. Can't see it. All right. So I got the small text to print. That's 144 seconds cure time. And of course I have these lines that you can... Oh, this is terrible video. The lines right there so I can line up the center mark of the image. Of course I can close those off. But for the most part, the print turns out... Well, I didn't print it yet. Screen turns out good. Now, with all of these tries, this is a lot of trial and error right here, but you know, in screen printing, sometimes it's what you got to do. It is what it is, right? But hopefully, well, you know what? Not even hopefully. I'm using this screen. I'm not printing it again. But I'm gonna print another one of these so you can see what the last or the next image looks like. I'm gonna do a big one and I'm gonna do a small one. And we'll see. I'm doing this as a gift for somebody, so it's not like it's a paid job. It don't have to be too perfect, but I do like perfection. I like learning from my mistakes. So because of that, if anybody has a better solution, or of everything that I just explained, if you can tell me something that I can do to make it better, what did I do wrong? I already know that's a mistake. I already know. You ain't gotta get on me too bad, I know. But as far as anything else. I started on a 160, didn't work too well for me. Went to a 110. 110 was not great for detailed prints on small text. At least that's what I found out. Then I went to a 230. 230 was great for detail, but I'm thinking my pressure for my little water hose thing just wasn't cutting it. So I wasn't able to really get all the fine details out. That's what I'm thinking. So I went back down to a 160, lowered my exposure time. Oh crap, already over 5 minutes. Went back to 160, lowered the pressure on the water so I didn't blow out any of the emulsion. Cured it for less time. And when I dried it, I also put it back on the exposure unit, which is what I have down here, if you can see it. I put it back on there and I cured it again. Hey girl, Sage. Oh, I didn't want you, I just wanted to say hi. You can go back. So that's what I did. Here's my test print. It's not perfect, but I'm pretty confident this is how it's going to turn out. All right. You can see in the letters right here, if it'll clear. Everything's printing. Oh, and this test sheet, it moved on the palette because I didn't re-glue the palettes. This is some old glue when I was doing t-shirts and hoodies, whatever. So this actual piece kind of actually moved when I was printing. No big deal. Caught that while I was doing my test runs. You can kind of see how clear. Yeah. So it moved on me. So I put an actual shirt on it where it was not moving. And the only thing that I'm noticing, which is no big deal, I'm kind of like my worst critic. It's like you see that T, the big T, is not as perfect as that T, not as bold, but for the most part, it's all printing. Now, these letters are actually the same type of letters as up here. You don't have the little insides cleared out and detailed as up here. That's what I was saying earlier. But I mean, it is what it is. It printed, I'm going with it. This isn't a paid job. It's just a gift for a friend. He's a barber. So that's basically what it's turning out to be. I plan to do his whole family like some family shirts. Get him like a barber coat. Maybe do this on the front left chest, and his wife, kids. Well, his kids might have to get that on the front of the shirt because they're small kids. But him and his wife, I get him a shirt, put that on the front. I think it'll turn out good. I printed this a lot. Like a whole lot. Like a whole lot. But sometimes that's what it takes so you can get the most perfect product you can get. This video is going to be so out of order. Leave me comments down below to help me out on how I can do that better. Because I'm all about perfection and being my best. So, like, subscribe, leave me a comment in the section below. Comment section below. I appreciate any advice, what I can do to make this small detailed prints better going forward. Because I mean, I'm probably going to have this type of work going forward in the future. And I want to do it right the first time. So let me know. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe as always. Be yourself. Be your best. God bless and happy day after Thanksgiving. I'm out.